apparently, nor even a start ramp by SS1, a super special around and in the Krakow Premier League football stadium. Over 100,000 spectators were on hand to watch the 5.2-kilometre super special and cheer on their national hero. Under obligation not to let them down, he duly obliged with best time on the stage, but said he could have been quicker. The weather began to change as the first cars entered the stage, putting Hołek on the wrong tyres. Gian Marino Zenere, driving a Group A version of the Subaru Impreza, was expected to provide Hołek with his strongest opposition, but he started the Super Special on rain tyres and the stage was completely dry, so he failed to produce a good time here. Even though this was a Super Special, the crowds were allowed to stand very close to the track, giving all the drivers real cause for concern. Alex Fiorio also took part in the Croatia rally last week, but he crashed out of that event, hoped not to do the same here. So far this year, Tony Gardemeister has crashed out of every rally he's entered, but he was second fastest after running on slick tyres in completely dry conditions. Russia's Sergei Boldikov also started in good weather and set the fourth quickest time. Just as he had on the Albania rally, Bulgarian Jason Popov spun his escort on the opening stage. And after their bad luck in Bulgaria, the Gazprom team once again fielded Alexander Potapov. He wasn't a fast starter here in Poland and needed time to get settled into the escort. But the crowd seemed to enjoy it, although Potapov was a whole 8 seconds slower than Hołek on this show stage. Another fast Polish driver is Robert Krasinski. In the customer version of the Corolla World Rally car, he was 16 seconds slower than the fastest time, although he had to run parts of the stage on slicks in the rain. There was a double dose of excitement for the spectators gathered at the football stadium because the Super Special was run twice. And for Potapov, the second run through it was even slower than the first one had been, 2 mildly exciting spins being the reason. Tony Gardemeister was once again second fastest, enjoying himself as he went through the stage sideways in the approved Finnish style. But the star of the day was Hołek, fastest again, and ready to start day 2 as the rally leader. Leader as the rally goes into day 2 with a fairly relaxed 9 AM start on Friday morning. Hołek took things easy to begin with, but on the next stage he launched his attack and all the other drivers dropped more than 15 seconds, some as much as 45 seconds. Starting the second day in second position, Gardemeister did what everybody expected from him, rolling the Lancia into a bus stop. Kulig was the surprise of the day, fastest on the first 4 stages, though he lost too much time yesterday to be in the hunt for victory today. Fiorio, who'd been going through a run of non-stop bad luck with a flat tyre and a broken drive shaft all on one stage, Gianmarino Zenere doesn't like the fast stages, but he's well aware that he must do well here after retiring in Bulgaria. There are 15 stages ahead during the day, all looped south of the city, with 93 cars still in the running at the start of this second day. Meanwhile, Potapov had found himself a steady rhythm, moving up one place on the leaderboard every 3 stages. But the Russian champion is also under pressure to score points here. Jason Popov wasn't so lucky time-wise, although he was lucky not to depart from the leaderboard entirely here. Number 8, Krzyzewski, was now up to second position, running in the top 3 on almost every stage, but there was no doubt about who exactly was the crowd favourite. Janos Kulik had to abandon his chase for a podium finish and perhaps even victory when the fuel pump stopped, and so did the Megane. Victory was far from Fiorio's reach or even his thoughts. He was happy to get to the finish line. Potapov drove a very clever second day to come back from 8th to 3rd place. Tyre choice was the big puzzle, but the Russian champion seemed to make inspired decisions every time. Day 3 of the rally started in the rain, with Hołek winning all the stages except the very first one. For Krzyzewski, the rally no longer had to be run on the limit. After all the problems at the beginning, finishing in second place was a good result. And there was bad luck for the Gazprom team on this final day. Third place had gone after Potapov had mechanical problems and dropped back to 6th on the overall leaderboard. That meant Boldikov was third now, after more luck in tyre choice than on day 2. Hołek, leader from start to finish, did what was expected from him and won his home event in the best possible way. Krzyzewski could have been in the running for victory, but he had too many problems with the car after his testing accident. Boldikov was third overall, and after his third place in Albania, collects good points here as well. But sadly, none of these drivers will appear next time out in Ypres, the Belgian rally, which is generally regarded as one of the most exciting and the most difficult on the championship trail. Despite victory here, Hołek isn't in the running for the European crown this year, so for him and for the team and for Poland, this victory is really all that matters.